Halloween is that one time of year where jump scaring somebody is okay. Scary! The month of October is all about that spook and that E. So many people are all about horror shows and horror movies. And for me, I feel a bit immature. I cannot watch a horror movie. Well, plenty of kids my age can watch Adult Swim. I have no idea if it's parental permission or not. Whenever it comes on, I'm like, where's the remote? Where's the remote? Hey everybody, Liam here, and I need something to prove I can take horror, but I can't just jump straight into your horror movies. No, I'm scared of the posters of those. I need something semi-scary, but at the same time being tame enough to be watchable by me. Also to be animated, made by Cartoon Network, and to be a miniseries made back in 2014 with the theme one fall on Halloween, with a TV PG rating, and well, look at the odds! Over the Garden Wall is a miniseries created by Patrick McHale and premiered on Cartoon Network from November 3rd through November 7th, 2014. Technically 10 episodes, each being 11 minutes. But even Cartoon Network crew seems to be obsessed with the 11 minute star notes. 11 minutes a night. Yeah, no. I actually watched the whole thing back then. A 5-night event by Cartoon Network? Heck yeah, I was watching. The word event alone would get me watching back then. I actually never took the time to watch it again since then. From what I know, for some people, it's now a Halloween tradition. Apparently, it's pretty spooky. And that's what I'm looking for, so let's go!
2 hours later.
How the heck did I watch that 5 years ago? I know, I probably should start the review, but this show can get dark at some points. So how did I watch this when I was in elementary school? But I genuinely think my younger self did not know what was going on. Okay, so now that I'm done with that tangent, I can talk about why this show is great, amazing, the best, and why I love it so much. If you call it Over the Garden Wall a masterpiece, I mean, I wouldn't really argue. The show has so much going for it. The story, the animation, the colors, the music, nearly everything is great in the show. Fits the mood perfectly. The fact that it's only 10 episodes works really well too. Knowing it's not going to last forever from the beginning makes the ending less sad and more satisfying. I love when Cartoon Network does the miniseries style. This was actually the first time they did it, and I wish they did it more often. Over the Garden Wall does it really well. I've never seen Long-Lived Royals, and I don't really have much interest, but man do I love Infinity Train. The ending did feel like it needed more time though, but this is all about Over the Garden Wall, so I'll save my infinite complaints for later. It really is an infinite complaints, but good pun. So yeah, why in the world did I not rewatch this sooner? Over the Garden Wall is about two brothers, Walt, the nervous, more mature older one, and Greg, the funny, childish, younger one, getting lost in the unknown and trying to get home. And that's all you get from the first episode. Details about what happened slowly get introduced throughout the show, and right before the finale, we get all the details. But honestly, I like how it was done. You and the main characters really don't know anything about the unknown, and we both get to learn about it together. So I'm conflicted on continuing forward, as I really don't want to spoil anything that happens. So it goes through the lower spoiler category, then the higher spoiler category. If any of you want to watch the show without spoilers, you can, listen to the first part, but then leave it the second, okay? Alright, let me try not to spoil anything here. So I've already went over the main duo, but I have to talk about the third big main character. The Frog. The myth, the legend. The Frog of many names. He could sing, he could play the piano, he could probably go half the universe with the snap of his fingers. He is a legend. Okay, but I actually want to talk about Beatrice, a bluebird. Wow, that's wacky stuff. She's here to help Greg and Walt get out of the forest. She is grumpy and isn't open to showing emotions to others. You wouldn't know how long it took for me to think of a way to describe her. I literally had to look on Wikipedia. I'll continue with the story stuff later because, spoilers. But before we get back to that, let's talk about other aspects. Hey, do you hate the forest? Well, I have bad news for you. The show looks great. The art style works for the characters, while still being flexible enough for the spooky elements. But what I love a lot is the backgrounds and the colors. The fall aesthetic gives the backgrounds a lot of beautiful colors, but everything still looks dirty and dark all the time. The music of the show gives a sort of vibe I cannot really describe. It's old-fashioned, and according to Wikipedia, it's based on pre-1950s music. But according to Wikipedia, it's Wikipedia, so I'll give that a grain of salt. The music helps sell a mood I can't really describe. It improves the scenes it's in, and, somewhat catchy, some of it. A lot of the enjoyment of the show does come from the story, so I think it's time to get into spoilers. I'm sorry, I probably didn't sell the show to anybody, but if I did sell the show to you, go watch it if you want right now. It's on Hulu, there's a DVD, so yeah, go enjoy it. But if you don't care about the show and have already seen it, or, don't care about spoilers, let's finish this off. Okay, so, Beatrice betrays them. She was using them to turn herself and her family back into humans because she threw a rock at a bluebird, and now they all cursed, and now they all bluebirds. She made a deal with this lady called Adelaide that's mentioned throughout the series that if she got her hired servants, she would give scissors that could turn them back. Throughout the series, that's why she's hanging out with Walt and Greg, besides a owed favor with them. But oopsie doopsie, she close to them and tries to break off the deal while they're sleeping, but they followed her. Adelaide reveals that she has plans to fill their heads with water. So yeah, this show uses the PG rating to its limits. This show is really dark. Where other shows might use it for haha butt joke, hilarious. For this show, they use it for, more dark reasons. For example, next episode is People Eat. So Walt and Greg, leave Beatrice for obvious reasons. But Adelaide does die, I guess. So Walt loses all hope of making it out of the unknown. He starts turning into a tree. Normal stuff. So Greg makes a deal with the Beast so that, Walt can, make it out. Oh yeah, the Beast. Okay, so the Beast is probably the most evil cartoonic villain ever. Okay, maybe not ever, but, let me just explain. This guy is pretty messed up. Okay, so hear this. He makes people lose all hope. They turn into trees. And then he lied to Mr. Woodsman over here that his daughter's soul is in the lantern, so he cuts down the trees without knowing they're dead people, of course. Turns them into oil that fused the lantern, and the lantern isn't even the Woodman's daughter, it's the Beast's own life force. He's thinking lives off dead people. So yeah, the Beast is really messed up. Like, really messed up. People, just really messed up. Okay, so back to the direct story. This is the tipping point for Walt's arc throughout the show. Throughout the adventure, he has been blaming Greg and getting mad at Greg for a lot of things. After this happens, it's clear that Walt cares a lot more about Greg. It's clear that, also after the flashback episode, that it's not really Greg's fault that all this happened. So the moral of the story is, it's your fault, Walt. You messed it up. You messed up big time, man. So after a flashback episode that reveals, hey, the show takes place on Halloween, fitting! Walt and Beatrice go to save Greg, and they do. Beatrice gets the scissors, to turn the family back into humans. The woodsman kills the Beast, but not before letting us see what night nails are made out of. And the boys end up in the hospital. Beatrice and her family, become humans again. A flawed place to be piano, and that's it. The show's over. Also, they leave it very vague with the event, so we will not, but let's not talk about that. So, over the garden wall, huh? Like I said, the miniseries style worked really well for the show. It fit the story, and, nothing felt rushed, nothing overspent its welcome. It was all great. And I should take a lesson from this show. I still cannot take horror that well, so why don't I just pretend? Thanks, Over Garden Wall. You taught me a mediocre lesson.
Memories, the loveliest lies of all.
Thanks for watching. See you next time after Wiz next time, and yeah, I ain't scared of you. I'll just never watch, talk, or look at your posters again.
When you hear that lonesome ring of chimes that bring the spirits singing, soon your spine is tingling and there's just one thing to say. Eyeballs are calculating, now your heart is palpitating, and there's only just one thought that you can convey. Terror all around you, you can't get away. We take pride in making sure you have a friend.